Hey peeps, it's Jedd here from Disrupt Tutoring, and as always, such a pleasure to join you. Today we're going to deal with a simplification of an algebraic expression that specifically has some very tricky exponents that we can work through together. With that in mind, let's get straight into the question. So they've said to us, simplify the following expression fully, and they've given us this expression, and we can see there are a couple of exponents that we need to simplify. Now, when it comes to a question like this, I always want you to write down all of the numbers in terms of their product of prime factors. What do I mean by that? So if we rewrite 10, how could we rewrite 10 as a product of prime factors? Well, we know that 5 times 2, 5 and 2 are prime numbers, and that would be the product of 10's prime factors. So in brackets, I want you to write 2 times 5, okay, and we still have to keep our exponents at the top. Right, let's do the same thing to 4. We know that 4 can also be written as 2 squared, and that will be 1 minus x on the outside. And then that is all over 25. So how could we rewrite 25 as a product of prime factors? That would be 5 squared, and we would have our 2 plus x on the outside. Brilliant. Okay, the very next step is we're going to get rid of these brackets by multiplying our exponents in. So remember, when we have a power or a base raised to an exponent, we simply multiply each of the exponents inside the bracket by the exponents outside the bracket. So we're going to be left with 2 to the 2x plus 3 times 5 to the 2x plus 3 times 2. And here we have to multiply each term by 2, so it's going to be 2 minus 2x, and that's all over 5 to the 4x plus 2. Right, let me redo that bit. My mind's getting ahead of itself. So it's 2 times 2 is 4, and then 2 times x is going to be plus 2x. Brilliant. Okay, so now what do we have? We can see we've got a fraction, but we've got powers with the same base. And what I want you to do now is collect those powers, or collect those bases. So we know we've got a 2, and give yourself some space, and we've got a 5. So now let's see what we can do with these bases. Remember, we've got some useful exponent laws. When you multiply exponents with the same base, or powers with the same base, you add the exponent. So we can do that straight away. We can say 2x plus 3 plus 2 minus 2x. And that's really useful. Okay, so we've simplified everything into a simple expression like that. The same thing can be done with our 5s, but now because we are dividing the two 5s, we subtract the exponents. So that means we're going to have 2x plus 3 minus 4 minus 2x. Remember, we minus the whole expression at the bottom, or the whole exponent at the bottom, which means both need to get a minus sign. And now we can simplify. Okay, so we'll be left with 2. Typically in these types of questions, you're going to find that the exponents with the variables cancel out. So as you can see here, 2x cancels with the negative 2x, and we're left with 2 to the 5. Okay, then we've got 2x cancelling out the 2x, and here we're going to be left with a minus 1. All right. So now we can simplify this further. So the very last thing we're going to say is 2 to the 5, we know is 32. So we can put that, 32, and the 5 will then drop below the divide line. And your answer here is going to be 32 over 5. Nice and simple, and lots of good marks in the bag. Thanks so much for joining us. Very special thank you to our sponsor for making this video possible. Remember to visit our website for more of these epic tutorial videos. If you can't find the answer to your question, send us the question and we'll respond with a personalized video just for you. Until the next time, stay epic.